I'm Blown, you're watching Joe, and this is the new flagship head unit from ATOTO. This thing has literally too many features to even mention. There's one thing that I asked for, and that is a true 4-volt preamplifier output.
4-volt preamp outputs.
Bass heads, stick around, and literally anybody else, you are not going to believe everything that this can do, including Wi-Fi karaoke. It has a quad camera system, which is, it's absolutely nuts. And the specs of this will blow you away. All right, guys, so might be a little bit of a weird view for you there, but this is the best way that I could get good footage of what the actual screen looks like, which is a 10.1 inch QLED screen, and I'm telling you, it looks absolutely amazing. I just kind of wanted to say right off the bat, I'm not installing this today. We're just going to kind of go over powering it on, checking out the interface, running through the core features, and then we're going to kind of, what I really want to show you is we're going to go into the DSP on this thing. And one thing I could say right off the bat is Android head units are usually known for two things. One, not having good power output as far as the built-in amplifier, you know, that goes to your regular cabin speakers. The other thing, and it's a very big thing, is they don't have the proper 4-volt outputs for your amplifiers, either your subwoofer amplifier or your cabin speaker amplifier, your component amplifier. We have it hooked up to the Ebony and Ivory JBL Norridge N22s, and now these are an 8 ohm speaker, and we only have 2 channels driven, so it's going to be a lot quieter, but the power output of this and the sound quality of this is absolutely amazing. Well, first off was the powering it on. You kind of seen that when we first started. So second off, if you're familiar with Android, it's kind of all the same. As soon as this connects, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna want to connect your Bluetooth, and I'm actually using my phone as a hotspot right now. Now this does come with a SIM card, and you can you can actually get a plan through that SIM card and actually use this as a hotspot. So all right, yep, everything's usually pretty much the same way with a lot of Android things. I'm gonna try to keep my hands out of the way of the screen as much as possible. So basically, you'd already saw, if you want any of your normal things for the pull down, we've got your dim, your screensaver. This is cool because you can go to the equalizer straight from there. We'll get to there in a second. And then you just pull up 2 times and then we're back. This usually will have a card that sticks out that will come up. Right now I have it on YouTube. Down over here, this will just bring up all of your apps. And then this one over here actually kind of changes your card layout. And these cards, there's a bunch of different ones you can have on there, and you can add more. And I haven't figured out how to take those off. I don't know if you can actually remove them entirely, but I like it over like that. There are different preset screensavers which you can actually just kind of change on the fly, which I actually really like. Other than that, that is our AI chatbot. Check out my other video on the X10 if you want to. It's the exact same thing if you want to kind of get more info on that. That is really cool actually, because that allows you to do completely hands-free everything with, you know, your head unit via that, and it's basically just an AI chatbot. This EIoT Club is how you start up your SIM card and load it, and it's basically the app for your SIM card. Now this thing does have a lot of different connectivity things, Wi-Fi, anything. Honestly, as far as specs, like literal specs and everything like that, I would really suggest just checking it out because I'm gonna be overwhelmed with all of it. I can tell you off the bat, it's 6 gigs of random access memory RAM, and it's 128 gigs of ROM, or you know, of storage. Other than that, check it out. Believe me, you're going to be very, very surprised. And then other than that, that one with the music symbol is obviously music. And then from there, this is your cameras. And the camera system, that's gonna be coming up with the installation. That's gonna be the one to watch, is the installation, because then we'll really be able to kind of stretch this thing's legs and show everything that it can do. right now we're just kind of looking at the DSP qualities and stuff like that. And as you can see, this kind of shows everything. This one up over here on the top right will be your tabs that are opened. And then you have just your other information, Wi-Fi, signal strength, SIM card data, all of that, camera data. And then up here is the back button and then the home button. One thing that I've kind of had to get used to that this does have though is it has no physical buttons. There is a reset slot somewhere. I'll have to find that and show you, but probably in the next one, honestly. But there's no physical buttons, so there's just the touch screen for, you know, doing the volume. A lot of people they hate that, and it's something honestly that I'm getting a lot more used to. But the way that ATOTO did this, it's really nice, and it's a lot different. I could definitely much better get used to that. If you just touch the red, it mutes it. If you hold it for a second, it will shut the screen off. Excuse me. If you hold it for a second, obviously it shuts the screen off. To get it back on, you just basically touch anywhere on the screen, and then that's kind of your basic things. There's also settings, equalizer, and then maps over here on the bottom right. It's very self-explanatory, but let's go ahead and let's get into this DSP, and because this is something that's really, really amazing. First off, if you look, I don't even know how many bands this EQ is, but it's a lot. So basically this is going to trim your frequencies everywhere across the board. I mean, you can really, really tailor in your sound here. So now you can use these sliders, obviously, but you can also go up to the wavelength up here, and you can just kind of manipulate it. This is really cool, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has like little music notes. It is just so cool. Very, very cool. And then you can have your presets. You can preset to different users. There are, well, obviously presets. Rock is a good base one for me to start from. And then that just kind of resets it back to flat or standard. Now, I'm not really sure about these under here. These tell the frequency. So, man, you could just dial in literally any frequency. Okay, I understand that now. This is, wow. This DSP is absolutely insane. So next, let's go to the listening. Now, what this is kind of time delay between speakers. So it will kind of make the sound all hit your ear at the same kind of time, at the same point. Kind of hard to explain without actually having it here in front of me. But this also has where you can change the distance, kind of like on a higher end, like on my Denon. They have distance from left and right speaker, and then distance from front and rear, and kind of puts all that into the algorithm to figure everything out. And these, oh, okay, these are presets over here. Okay, and then you have auto, and then, wow, and then you can put everything in manual. That is cool. So that is really awesome. And then over there is the reset again, MSCM. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to have to kind of go into that in the next one too. So moving on, we have the output. This is really, really cool. Now, have you ever went and hooked up a stereo and then it kind of doesn't sound right? Okay, so here you can literally change the output of every single speaker, and not only can you do that, you can also reverse the polarity. So let's say that you think that you hooked a speaker up backwards, you can actually reverse the polarity of each individual speaker, and then, you know, if it sounds better, usually your bass will come back, then you know you have, you know, your wires crossed. Or excuse me, then you know you have your wires mixed up. And we have that for the center, front, rear, and sub, which is cool. This is a 5.1 output. All right, so then on to the crossover. Basically, you can set your frequency for your high pass and your low pass. This does have 5.1 two-way and three-way for kind of component outputs. We're gonna get more into that in the next one. Oh man, this thing is absolutely amazing. This will kind of show you up here your graph of what frequencies the speakers are actually taking on. So see, they're purple, and looks like these are flat from 40 hertz all the way to 20 kilohertz. And see, the blue is actually showing that the starting frequency for it is 20, and then it ends at 200, and then it will start to roll off. And that's where these will actually take precedence. And then I would imagine these are the reds. Yep, that's the reds. So that kind of takes over that mid to high. So it's really cool that they have all of this. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of how this actually sounds. We know it doesn't come through properly on YouTube, but just kind of wanted to show you, just for the sake of showing you. I would imagine people would not like it if I didn't. But we're going to get into one more thing after this, and kind of just maybe skim the surface of it and check it out. It might have to be another thing that actually is going to have to wait. So I'm waiting on the cameras for this because they're not available here yet. Another thing that wasn't available here, but they were able to send me, are the microphones for the karaoke. So don't hold me to it, but we're going to try to do the karaoke after we go ahead and get a little bit of an idea of how it sounds. So you're probably wondering how to get out of here, how to get out of everything in here. You just pull down and then hit the back button, or obviously hit the home button. But now remember this third one down here, that actually brings up your card that was over there. For some reason it's saying we're not. Okay, we should be on. So I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna try to find something that is, you know, obviously YouTube safe, maybe one of my videos, or, well, that won't be fun. Try to get some music on here. And yeah, oh, this is I wish I could play this. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that? What y'all know about him? Huh? No, I'm just kidding. Stand by. I mean, I know. It's the one I always use. Oh, you know what? Giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Sorry, that was a mic check. I mean, I don't know how much of that I would actually going to play. But man, it sounds so good. I didn't want to turn it up too loud. And like I said, you got to think these are 8-ohm speakers. So it's not going to really be as loud as 4-ohm speakers would. But this thing, absolutely, I am very, very impressed with it. I think they hit this one absolutely out of the park. The main thing is the sound quality, the power of the speaker outputs inside of the actual machine, and the 4-volt outputs. That's just absolutely amazing. Okay, so I am extremely impressed with the V10. It's definitely the best one so far. This was just kind of a quick, dirty, kind of a quick reference guide, if you will. And I did kind of want to get a little bit of a sound demo in there. Definitely come back and check out. We're going to be doing at least 2 more videos on the V10, the installation, and probably another video going more into depth on it. But in any event, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Have